What's up, YouTube? Mater here. Oh, been a long day. I don't know, just ain't been home very long and had a chance to finally get something to eat real quick. Oh, Crystal and I are gonna go out. We're leaving out Friday. We're gonna go with the motorcycle ministry, so I gotta get the bike ready. And hey, Eleanor, Patch, how y'all doing tonight? Appreciate you stopping by. There's Blake. Good. But no, anyways, been needing, with Crystal riding with me and everything. It's the fact that need a little bit more room, and I've been thinking about trying to find one of those tour pack relocators. Well, I'm looking at this bracket. Okay, this is what the tour pack itself mounts to. You got the tour pack mounts on top of here, and then this mounts to the trunk. Well, I looked at that and going, why can't I just drill new holes and everything in this, and that does the same thing? It'll save me, what, about $150 from buying one, when all I got to do is drill the holes in this thing. That's what I'm going to do. Hey, Steven. How you doing? I know I'm late coming on tonight. Like I said, I'm taking off Friday. That way we go out with rest of the ministry. We're going to go down to New Braunfels, or down by New Braunfels. Going to be out riding around like Kerrville. Going to go to Fredericksburg. Going to go to Lukenbach. Gonna go out by Lakey and go out ride the Three Sisters again. So we're gonna have a good time. She's gonna get a chance to see all that. Let me get my camera adjusted up a little bit more. There. But no, like I said, for what these places want for a a relocation kit and everything, it's like, nah. So basically, yeah, all I'm going to do is measure the size of this hole and just move it up. So basically, I've got just not quite 5/16, somewhere in between, just shy of 5/16 is the size of the hole. So it looks like, about the max I'm going to be able to do is move it forward about 1 3/4 of an inch. So what that's going to do is going to let me move the tour pack back almost 2 inches. So give her a little bit more room, myself a little bit more lean back and everything. Because I know that on a lot of those kits and everything, you get them, you can go up to, I think, 3 inches at the max. Well, here I'm going up 1 3/4. So I won't be live long tonight. I just got to find everything I need to be able to mark these holes. And unfortunately, hey, Cajun. Hey, Brandon. All right. Yeah, let me get the link put up there. Hey, Joseph. How you doing tonight? All right. I got the link up there. But, don't call me Robert Waters, okay? Yeah, I try to save money any way I can. And this, like I said, this is going to let me be able to do that. So now I just gotta get a nail. Something I got a heavy duty enough nail so I can mark, where I got to drill at. And I know I've got some around here. Somewhere I just got through seeing some of them heavy duty nails. So if anybody's wait for me to look, I'll be looking here in a minute. Just give me a minute. I'm not looking at the screen. Oh, I got some of them really heavy duty nails. Oh, yep. I knew I had one somewhere. Yep. Yeah, I want going over to AutoZone to get a, there's Cajun. What's going on? You okay tonight, Cajun?
Yeah, I was froze for a sec.
Ah. But, yeah, like I said, I got to try and get this thing done tonight. That way, makes it a little bit more comfortable for her night on the ride. All right, so 1 3/4, 1 and.
Mater, how often do you find scorpions in your shop?
I've never found one.
Okay, that's a question posed by Eleanor. Hey, Doc.
No, I don't find scorpions in here. I have found one time I did find the possum.
Do you have any scorpions in your area?
We've got them, but it's been, I'd say, probably about 40 years since I've actually seen one around here.
Oh, so they're just not populated in your area like they are to the west.
No. More to the west, yeah, but here, nah.
Yeah. When I was in Arizona for those couple of years in Tucson, and I was out in the desert, a lot hunting and stuff, and never seen a rattler over there, rattlesnake. Never seen a sidewinder rattler. I've seen a few black widows, spiders. Never seen a scorpion, but they do got some damn good sized red ants over there, fire ants. They look like they got the ant is small, but it looks like a scorpion. Look like the ant's got a little scorpion tail on it. Oh, and they get you now.
Oh yeah. Now, about the only thing I have seen around me, and this has been years ago, I gotta put on some mosquito sprays. My bug zapper's done flamed out. It'll turn on, but the light don't come on to attract them.
Oh.
But I was gonna say the biggest thing I've ever seen was about 20 years ago. I went up to Oklahoma City because there was a car show going on up there, and I was living up in the colony at the time, and that stuff don't taste good. But anyway, my first wife at that time, she and I were going. Damn, 8-foot rattler. Yeah, it scared the crap out of me too. But anyways, we stopped off at Turner Falls, and there was a tarantula about that big around as far as footprint wise. I saw
Cool.
that thing. I told my first wife, I said, "Dear, we're going this way." Instead of going this way, we went that way. Yeah, it was just out there having a nice little walk. Fisher cats? I don't know what that is.
Me and Johnny Best was talking about that yesterday. Fisher cats, and because there's only two cats really that like the water. Okay, cats can swim,
Okay.
no matter what anybody tells you. Cats can swim.
Oh
I threw a
yeah.
few of them in the swimming pool already. You know, they swim. They just don't like the water. You know, we've had
Right.
cats where we took them baths. We've had cats jump in the tub with Missy and I. You know, they wanted a bath. You know, but they
Huh.
were kitties. They got used to it. You know, and they cool
Right.
them off. You know, in the summertime, they ain't gonna do it in the winter. But anyway,
Right.
uh, brown recluse, yeah, Steve, in Southwest Louisiana. We got a
Oh yeah.
lot of them suckers. Sure do.
We've
Now,
got
if you,
some here in this area. Um, I mean, now we've even got rattlesnakes, cottonmouths. Um, now we got a lot of uh, rat snakes and everything in the area. That's for sure.
oh yeah, rat snakes, milk snakes, egg snakes.
Yeah, whatever you want to call them. I mean, it's the same thing, really.
Yeah, I think there's, I think your milk snake and your rat snake's two different ones. I think they kind of
Yeah,
look
but they're
alike
both
though.
right. But they're non-poisonous.
Right, right. I leave those alone.
I mean,
Coyotes.
like I said,
Oh
I've
yeah,
seen
we infested with coyotes.
really. Yeah, so are we. I mean, when I used to live out in the country, oh yeah, coyotes galore out that way. I know that a lot of the farmers around here, they catch them, and when they kill them and everything, they literally hang them up on the fence.
Mm-hmm.
They will hang the carcass and everything on the fence.
I'm not sure if Louisiana still has a bounty on coyotes. Farmers, like if the state doesn't uh do a bounty on them, then the farmers will do it.
Right. Huh.
But the best insurance for coyotes is jackass.
Yeah.
If you've got cattle and calves, you know, or exotic animals, whatever, uh,
Right.
throw a henny and a jenny out there. You know,
Oh
yeah, you
yeah.
might have a little one coming along out of them. But oh no, a coyote. Oh, coyotes and jackasses. That they mortal enemies.
Hey, Cajun, I ought to
Yeah.
go up there to Washington D.C. because there's a whole bunch of them up there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There's a whole
Bunch of,
bunch of jackasses up there in Washington
yeah.
D.C.
That's why they ain't got no coyotes around there.
That's probably why.
Yeah, me and Johnny was talking about those Fisher cats. It's some type of animal. They call them cats. But
Right.
a Bengal tiger likes the water too. I seen a
Yep.
video a while back of a huge, I think it was about an 18-foot crocodile. This Bengal tiger went to drink out of that water pond, and that crocodile come out of the water out of nowhere on his boat. Got him a meal.
Yep. All right, let's see if I can do this. Where's that mark at? There's that mark. Yeah, when I stopped off over there at AutoZone, I got me a dial caliper, and okay, fine. You know, this will work perfect. Because I've seen the guys take these things, and they'll open them up and sit there and they scratch the mark and everything in the metal. I can't use these, even though they're brand new. It's plastic. It ain't gonna scratch crap.
I wouldn't advise using that for a scribe though. I would not.
I've actually seen them use it as a scribe that way, because if you get the ones that are metal, it will do it.
Yeah, but they chatter. It's a minute chatter that you can't notice, and you'll actually knock it out of tune.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, Johnny's dad, he never did. No, he had a scribe or a compass with the metal scribe on it, or a pencil. Oh, Johnny's dad will catch you doing that in the shop, in the machine shop, with a set of calipers. You got a good butt chewing.
Right,
that machine shop was equipped with everything you needed. You did not need to. It had more scribes than it had anything else.
I got that one. I got that one.
But it does work, don't it?
What's that?
The calipers. They do work, right?
I haven't put the battery in there to check. Hey, Breezy. Yeah, I'll probably want to return it. Probably have to go to my regular tool place and get me some from over there.
Hey, Breezy.
I mean, I just wound up going over there. We were over there yesterday, and I know everybody says, "Oh, those things ain't worth anything." So I'm fixing to try out the Warrior tool bits. So like I said, that thing was, the hole size is not quite 5/16. So it's bigger than quarter. Okay, well, I'm going through here and checking. Okay, that's too small or too big. That one goes through. So, according to this, the measurement thing here, it's supposed to be a 17/64.
Yeah, or close to a 9/32.
Yeah, well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a 9/32. That way, I've got that little bit of extra wiggle room and everything for the screw and everything, or the bolt,
Right.
whatever you want to call it, because it's a Allen head. Right. It takes a Allen wrench. What size is that one? Because
it's a 17/64. Is that the size of the hole, or is that the size of the bolt that you have?
Okay, it's actually a 7/64.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 7/64.
Hang on, let's see.
You sure about that? No. That's small. Okay. 7/64 is very tiny.
4, 5, 6. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5/32.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a 5/32 Allen, and that's, I mean, there's 4 inside the tour pack, which you've got. I'm gonna hold this up. But anyways, you got the 4 bolts, or the 4 screws that go in here. They actually go into from the tour pack into this bracket, and then from this bracket, this actually attaches to the trunk. So, fixing to find out. Hopefully, I don't screw it up that bad.
Yeah, like Mike Hod, 7/64 is the size of an AR-15 gas key. 7/64 is very tiny.
Yeah, well.
And like I said, 9/32, that's more common than a 17/64. Not 9/32 is common more than the other one. Usually the holes would be 17/64, and then the bolt would be
Yeah.
9/32.
Okay. Well. Okay. This one right here. That is a 7/64. That's the 7/64 right here.
Okay. Yeah. That's
This
tiny.
one right here, that's the one I use. It says it's 5/32.
Right.
And that's according to Craftsman.
Yeah. See, we splitting hairs between 9/32 and 17/64. That's actually splitting hairs.
Right.
That's a very tiny measurement.
Yep. Okay.
Hey, Scott. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Sandy. How you doing?
Mrs. Twisted V Twin. Hello.
Yeah, that's Sandy.
I didn't
see
Sandy.
Mark. Yeah, Mark on his live stream was talking about, or not his, but on Ed's stream last night, saying that Mark said he was going to be down here and everything like tomorrow evening because he's got a delivery to make.
Did I miss Ed last night?
Yeah, I think you did.
I sure did.
Yep.
I was.
Hey,
I wish you'd have called me or something.
Yep.
I was with Founded Buried, my buddy up in Canada, T. George,
yep.
and then and I forget where else I was at. I was eating ball crawfish in front of him.
All right. Hey, well, take over while I'm going to mute myself while I do this drilling. That way y'all don't have to hear it.
Okay. I'm catching up in chat comments. He should get here tomorrow evening. He's on his way now. Yes, some of y'all was in my live stream for the crawfish. I think Mike was there, if I'm not mistaken. I went live after let's see, who was live? Mater. Brandon was live. And I was showing I was actually balling during Brandon's stream. Brandon, why don't you jump up here? Scott, I'll let me throw y'all the link. Let me put the link up in here. All right, there we go. There's the link if anybody wants to jump in. Scott, Brandon, Breezy. Anyway, Saturday night Brandon was live. I was on his panel and bowling crawfish, and Johnny was over here. There was just three of us over here for the boil. When a couple of Mrs. friends didn't with the bad weather that afternoon. But we had a good time. And then last night I was showing them huge crawfish off. And everybody was like, those are lobsters. That ain't crawfish, that's lobsters. And then me and Missy, we got some YouTube friends coming in from out west. They'll be here at the end of the month. the wife wants Missy to show his wife how to make gumbo and some of that Cajun food. I'm almost ready to paint my frame. I keep knocking more rust off of it. Get that rust off of there and Demet coat it. I don't know if you're familiar with Demet coating or not, Scott, but down here in South Louisiana, there's a lot of stuff gets Demet coated.
What is that?
That's a special like offshore paint primer.
Okay. Hey, did you see my video, that little short one I did
Yesterday? Yeah. I was fixing to comment on that one. Boy, you had some.
I tell you,
that was a mess under that battery box.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely tell that thing has never been pulled out of there with all the rust and everything.
Right.
And I mean, I was using 13 millimeter, and of course it was a 12 point because that's the only thing that Harbor Freight's got in the little shorts. And I didn't want to get the deep socket. I literally had to come in and get an impact 1/2 inch on one of them because the 13 6-point socket, it was sitting there spinning. Huh. And the only way to get it to be able to bite on that bolt, because there was so much rust and everything, I had to use a 1/2 inch. I got it out and everything, but I put it like this. In order to get those two top bolts where that those lines come in, that's no problem. The problem is when you get to the two bottom ones, okay? One, I was using a, let me get it.
Oh, some good undoing? Oh, yeah.
But anyways, I wound up doing everything with a 1/4 inch drive. And all I basically did is I just took, I think it's about a 4-inch extension. Yeah, that's a 4-inch, 1/4 inch drive extension. And I didn't feel like getting out my Pittsburgh ratchet, so I decided to use one of the Stanleys I got from Brandon when I picked up that U.S. General tool cart from him. That was last year. Yeah. And hey, Shell.
Yes, I am, Missy.
But anyways, in order to get to the two bottom ones, yeah, you're going to need about a 4-inch extension because you're not going to have much room. And for the one that's to the front, put your socket on it, and then, on the extension, you have to go through a couple of those cooler lines. Then you can put your ratchet on there and get it loosened up and everything. But you will need the extension and the socket and everything to get to the bottom one that's in the back. And they're 10 millimeter.
Right.
And, oh my God. Hey, that filter is only about that big around and only about that long. And it looks like a cartridge like what you have for an oil filter.
Right.
And that's the one that I didn't even know about until I saw a video on YouTube about it. And it was some guy is working on I think a Jeep Liberty or Patriot. It's got the same transmission. All up in Canada. But that guy talked like this, and I'm going, oh my God, you're so freaking boring. Like, I gotta do one myself. But unfortunately, for something that usually takes about an hour and a half, it took me over 3 hours to get everything done. Because going back and forth, I mean, trying to get them bolts out for the battery box and then get to the other and jacking the car up to be able to get to the pan. And it's like, okay, I mean, it's like, really, do I need to explain on the pan? Because if anybody does automotive work and they've ever done a service on a transmission, they're all the same. You take your bolts out of your pan. I mean, you start in one end and start taking them all out and work your way up to the front. That way, one end drops down and starts draining all the fluid. I mean, it's not like where you take all of them out, hold it, and then boom, you got the whole thing drop down and splash all over you. You start on one end, start working your way back. That way it starts dripping and everything.
Right.
I mean, unless you're a complete idiot and never done it before, okay.
Well, like in the shop and all that, we used to, jack up vehicles, and then
Yep.
we'd have a transmission catch, a transmission oil catch that's adjustable. Yep. Okay. And it's like a huge pan at the top, and it necks down to a tube, and then one tube goes, slides in and out of another tube, and that goes into a can. And all that's homemade,
Yep. So see, when I worked for Montgomery Ward's, I'd pull a vehicle in, I'd get it up on the lift,
right,
get it up in the air, and it's like, okay, 13 millimeter, get the bolts out, drop it, get my Phillips screwdriver, right. Take the 3 screws out for the filter, drop that down, put a new one in there, clean the pan, new gasket, pop it all back up, 4 quarts, done. And hell, they were charging $49.95 for transmission service, and that was all it is.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I went going somewhere one time and asked them, how much for a transmission service, and they went up telling me, I'm going, do I get a kiss with that too?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting screwed, so I need a kiss at least,
Yeah.
Or breakfast.
Yeah, because they were telling me like $100, I think it was like $150.
Dang. Yeah, but I think what they doing that flush, hooking it up to that flush machine.
Yeah.
I had that done in Arizona to my truck. Okay. I thought it was going to actually be an oil and filter change. It was okay. I was getting when I bought the truck, it was a Silverado. I bought it from a repo bid lot. I bid on the truck. I bid $2,300 on it. It was a '97 Silverado short wheelbase with a 305 Vortex.
Okay.
Look, let me tell you what. And this engine was chipped out because I knew the owner of the truck, the first owner. I didn't know the first owner when I bought the truck. I didn't know she was the first owner. That was a girl I was dating in Arizona. Anyway, that truck was for her business. She had a porta potty business. And at the time I bought it, I knew her, but I didn't know she had owned the truck.
Ah.
Well, anyway, I go to get an oil change and at one of these 10-minute things, 15-minute oil change spots.
Like a quick lube.
I had some money in my pocket, and I says, what about transmission? How much y'all charge for that? $89. I said, I'll tell you what, since y'all got the truck over here, over the pit, I says, I'll give you $50 right now. Do it at the same time as the oil change, I'll give you $50 right now. He said, deal. Well, he started undoing transmission lines from the radiator, I'm like, what the heck they doing? So, because I was watching them, I was kind of curious on what they were doing in my new truck.
Right.
And he said, oh, that's called a flush. He said, we suck all the old stuff out. We actually start your engine. The way he explained it, all the oil comes out the torque converter too. While they transferring the oil, it's like a blood transfusion.
Right.
And it flushes it, and it's supposed to flush the filter out, and all the stuff's supposed to come out the filter in with the flush. I'm like, it's a back flush. And I'm like, I never heard of that. It was something new. We have one place in town here that does it. Everybody swears by it. But you do hear some horror stories too about how people's transmission went out a couple of weeks after that was done. But no telling how many miles they had on that transmission.
Yeah.
When they had a service done.
Yep.
who's to say that transmission wasn't going to go out in 2 weeks already? You know.
True. But with them doing something like that, leaving that filter and everything in there,
I just don't believe in leaving a filter in there.
I don't either. I mean, to me, I mean, manufacturers, you know, I tell you what's really funny is everybody, they know about going and getting the oil and filter changed. Okay. A lot of people don't realize if you've got an automatic, yeah, it's got a filter also. You need to have it changed also. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, manufacturers say, now this was, of course, back in the 80s and everything. They were saying, what was it, 25,000 miles? Change the filter and fluid in your transmission.
Oh no, I think it was 50, huh?
I'm thinking it was 25,000 miles.
I never heard of a 25,000 mile because that's
Yeah.
only a year. That's only a year's service in some vehicles.
Yeah.
Traveling salesmen, people have put 30, 40,000 in a year. But if you're making money with the vehicle, and if it is 25,000 miles, then yeah, you are making money with that vehicle, so you can afford $40, $50 for transmission fluid change.
Yeah.
Back then.
Right. And that's what I'm saying, but it might have been 50,000 miles. You got to consider, I slept a lot since the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. But a lot of people just didn't realize, oh, I got to change the filter too and fluid.
Well, yeah.
And if you had a rear-wheel drive car, it was recommended to change the differential oil in it after so many thousand miles.
Yeah, that's your 80, 90 weight oil right there.
Yep. And a lot of people wouldn't even do that.
Yeah. When people would come in for an oil change, I was running an Exxon station. I was manager of Exxon station. When I was married, I was 20 years old. I was manager of an Exxon station, and we had the old time lifts.
Yep.
The spider lift. Okay, looked like four spider legs with the other parts that would swing out. Okay.
Okay. Well, I got to mute so I can drill. Keep on going.
Okay. Well, we would do an oil change, and we would check the rear end oil in every vehicle, and if we had to add a little, we did, but usually you don't have to add in the rear end. If you have to add, something's wrong with that gasket, and your rear end's not going to last that long, because there ain't much oil in that rear end. It's not like a transmission because if you get a dry, empty transmission, I think it's something like 12, 14 quarts of fluid you have to put in it. That includes the torque converter too. Scott, refresh my memory on how many quarts in a dry transmission. With the torque converter and all that. If I'm not mistaken, it's 12 to 15 quarts on those bigger 400 transmissions, those all 400s or whatever. Oh, salt on the roads? Yeah, I got a little spot on my Jeep. My Jeep came from up north, but it spent a lot of the winters down here, but they still had salt on the road at times. So underneath, I got a Jeep Liberty. So it's the rear passenger door, but it's under the door. It's underneath it's on the body itself. They have a little rust spot about 6 inches long, a hole. And down here, I'm not even going to worry about that. That's not hurting anything. I'm not going to spend $400 for them to fix that. Mike Hott says about 13-ish quarts of oil, fluid. All right, Eleanor, bon nuit. Yeah, 5:30 comes early. 0520. Yeah, the 400 took 10 to 12 quarts, I think. Yeah. I want to say a dry transmission, torque converter, fluid. in the tranny was 12 or more. And for some reason, my memory wants to say 14 for some reason. I guess I did a bunch of them. What you doing, Missy? What you doing, Missy? The crawfish? Oh, you peeling some more crawfish? You peeling some more crawfish? Right, to freeze, okay. Mrs. peeling the rest of the crawfish from Saturday.
Ah. Yeah, I think it is, it depends upon the vehicle itself, but most time, yeah, it's going to be around 12 quarts.
Yeah.
As far as if you've got a dry one, transmission and torque converter, yeah, it's going to be about 12 quarts. Because your torque converter is where most of your fluid is going to stay.
Right.
I know that most vehicles, it's going to be about 4 quarts is what's actually in the transmission. But majority is going to be inside that torque converter.
Yeah. Now I got a question. If you like, all right, say if you got 100,000 miles on that transmission, okay, and you empty out what you can just out of the valve body and all that when you drop that pan. Okay?
Right.
Now I got lucky one time. I had a 350 transmission. I had an oil plug. I had a plug on the pan. I did,
Yeah.
and it wasn't really a thin pan neither. This was a heavy duty pan, almost like a semi truck, a 18-wheeler pan. This sucker was thick, okay, heavy, and it had a plug in it. It had a drain plug.
Some do. Some actually do have a.
Some, but it's kind of rare,
Yep. Now I know that on my, I had a '93 Dodge 1-ton dually, had the Cummins turbo diesel in it.
Oh yeah. That case.
Now, I've done the transmission service on that. Yeah. I think it was 6 quarts of fluid when I dropped the pan on that. But this thing had a transmission cooler on it that is like, I was totally surprised as far as where it was at and everything. It was under the bed on the driver's side, and that thing was probably about that square, about that thick, but it had a fan sitting up on top.
Wow.
Yeah, it actually had. It was actually electrically cooled. I mean, it had the fan and everything to blow air and everything through it. So there was a switch that whenever that transmission, the fluid got to a certain temperature, that fan would kick on.
So Steve said, so it was serviced before at Cajun. Which one? You talking about the 350 transmission that was on my truck that had a plug on the pan? I think I put 10 quarts in this Durango when I did it, Scott said. Right? Yeah, but that's a big transmission in the Durango too, though.
It should. I can't remember what's in the Durango. I mean, I think he said he's got the 4.7 in it. But that should be a. I don't remember what the number is on it. I know it's basically a 727 with it's a 4-speed style 727, and it should have some of them are lockup and some are non-lockup converters. But I mean, if you're going to do just a now, Scott, did you put a freshly rebuilt one in there with a brand new torque converter? Yeah, I can see about 10 quarts. But if you're just dropping the pan, and changing the filter, you should be about 4 at the most.
Okay, so when you drop the pan, you get 4 or 5 quarts of oil out of the transmission. Okay.
Yep.
Now you still got oil. I mean, fluid, hydraulic transmission fluid
Right.
in that torque converter. So
Correct.
all you're doing is actually putting fresh oil in the valve body. Yeah, but does that oil has to circulate between the torque converter and the valve body, don't it?
Yeah, it will. I mean,
Okay.
that's why
So,
your
so you still got old transmission fluid in your torque converter, and you're mixing it with the new fluid when you did your
yeah,
change, unless you
right. You
empty
are
in the torque converter.
right
And I
now.
think the only way to add oil in the torque converter is to take it off and pour it in the middle of the torque converter.
Yep, that's the only way to do it. Now, there were some that actually did have a drain plug on them.
Yeah, I remember that. I do
There's
remember that.
not that many of them that do, but yeah, some of your torque converters did actually come with a full drain plugs. That way,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can drain the
a
fluid out
little
of
one.
it. Right, you can drain the fluid out of it, and you can drain the fluid out of the transmission. That way, okay, fine. Then you're going to get about 90, I'd say about 95% of all
Right.
the fluid out doing like that. So
With the
you're still
torque
going to
converter
have
drain.
right. You're still going to have some residual somewhere, like in your lines, somewhere. Okay. I mean, the only way you're going to get that transmission, get all the fluid out of it when you do a transmission service, is basically you're just going to have to let the thing sit there for a day or so. Because that thing is going to still keep dripping.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's still going to. I mean, like last night when I did my car and everything, I put the pan and everything back up. It was still, I still had some fluid, dripping. I just put it up there. It's like, okay, that's normal. That's normal from anything. I mean, the only way you're going to get, the majority of it out, get up there, pull the pan on it, and let it sit there for about a day. And it will eventually just stop dripping.
But you're still going to have 3 or 4 quarts in that torque converter.
You're probably going to have about 7 or 8 in the torque converter itself. Okay. It will actually be more from 6 to 8. Yeah. Right. That torque converter is going to hold a lot, depending upon the torque converter itself. But yeah, I mean that.
Oh, Scott said he drained the converter on that one. He's got a 545 RFE. I put a user one on it, but I did drain the converter. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I remember before we used to stab the converter. Put the converter on the transmission. No, we used to fill up the converters, torque converters, with fluid before we actually stabbed the transmission.
Yep. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You're actually supposed to. Yeah. Now you're not gonna totally get it filled that way because, putting it like that. No, you're not, because there's gonna be some areas that it actually has to be forced in there, and that's what that your front pump is going to do.
Right. Right. It's going to take
you've got an oil pump on the very front of that transmission, and it's actually being driven by the torque converter itself. Because you've got, if you look at any torque converter, on the very end, it's got 2 notches that are cut out. Those are actually what go inside the. That's what drives the front pump. Okay.
Right.
Your splines is what goes up inside the torque converter for the 2 gear sets.
Yeah, because you got that notch, and that when you put that torque converter toward the transmission side, you have that notch right there. Yep. And then the other side of the converter's got the splines in it. But that stabs up into the engine.
Right. And the one thing I've always hated was having to put one in, because you gotta get that thing lined up just right for it to drop in. And
boy, that ain't no doubt.
I mean, if you can put it in there, and if you ain't got it up in there correctly, you go put that transmission in there, you done screwed up that front pump.
Right.
Because you gotta have those notches lined up just right, and you can always tell when they line up, because that torque converter will go pop, it'll just right in there. It's about bottom out. because you're going to have probably about that much gap between your bell housing and the front of the torque converter.
Right. Now I did ask.
You got to have that flex plate or flywheel that's going to be sticking in that much.
I did ask the Jiffy Lube here. That's the nickname for him, Jiffy Lube. 10-minute Oil Express or something. We advertise it on the radio, on our show on Thursday nights when I'm live on K-Bone Radio.
Right.
I was live co-host with him for like a year and a half, and then Malcolm came back. He left the casino. He was working at the casino. He was the co-host before, and then I was the co-host. And we used to advertise for him. But when I had my oil change last time over there, it's like $30, okay, for an oil change. Look,
wow,
$30 for them to do it instead of me buying the oil and the filter. I just let them do it $30. Hey, look, it ain't hurting my feelings none paying an extra $10 to let somebody else do it.
No, and to me, I look at it like this. Yeah, if I can save money, like I said, I'm doing this to save probably around 100, 125 bucks, if not more, for buying a relocating kit. Okay, yeah, I'm only moving it back about 1.75 inches, whereas with that kit, I can go up to 3 inches. Okay, but right now we're leaving out Friday. I ain't got time to sit there and try and find it, wait for it to, maybe ship to me, or I gotta, go pick it up, or have Crystal actually go pick it up and everything. But like you said, to me, I used to do my own oil changes, but like you said, for $30, by the time you actually, figure in how much it's going to cost you for, 4 or 5 quarts of oil, how much it's going to cost you for an oil filter, you're looking at about $25. So basically, you're paying someone $5 to change your oil, and they're going to get rid of the filter. They're going to get rid of the oil.
Yeah.
And you ain't got to get dirty.
Right. So I did pose that question to him. If I would have my transmission fluid changed out, do y'all actually drop the pan and put the filter in? They said, if that's the way you want it, yeah.
Oh, talking about the transmission?
Yeah. And, like for that flush, like they do it. And look, we have no complaints in town about this. That's the only place in town that does that power flush, on changing the transmission fluid.
Right.
There's nobody complaining in town about the way they do it. Okay.
Right. Now, 8710, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping by.
710, what's up? He jumped from Big T. He jumped ship from Big T over here. I was on Big T's earlier. Big T Coins, he's having an auction. So the 710 was there. But, and you came on, so naturally, when you come on Mondays, naturally, I'm going to jump ship to here when you come on. $18.99 all day, like I said. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, y'all getting your oil in 55-gallon drums too. Y'all getting it a lot cheaper than we can go buy them by the quarts.
Yep. Yeah, when you buy big bulk quantities like that, you can get it a lot cheaper. Okay. That's why a lot of the places, they can charge, so little. Because if you actually notice, they're going over there and they're grabbing that little thing that's got the hose and everything. They put it, in your oil filter, and squeeze the trigger, and all see it plop, 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 and that's going back to one of them 55-gallon drums, or it could be a 100-gallon container that they've got an oil truck come by and fill up.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, Walmart's got that. That's what Walmart's got.
Yes, sir. But if we get that other stimulus check, which was supposed to be out around July 4th or 5th, I don't know what they're doing. I hadn't been keeping up with that crap, but this is what I hear from other people. We were supposed to get a check for, I forget how much it was.
I've heard 2,000, and I've also heard I heard one time it's supposed to be 3,600.
Well, the price ought to keep going up because they've been lagging and lagging and lagging,
Yep.
with it. In 2020, we were supposed to get 4 checks in 2020.
Yep.
And we're in 2021, and I think it was in March people got their third one
Yep.
of 21.
Oh,
So,
all right. I got something you're gonna laugh your butt off about. Okay. Okay. You remember earlier this month when all those Democrats hopped on? They got on that charter plane and hightailed it up to Washington D.C.
yeah, and some of them had COVID.
5 of them have tested positive for COVID, and they had vaccinations.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so they're telling everybody go out and get your vaccination shot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these guys, these people, they wound up going out and doing that, and they still came down with COVID. Now, how is that? Isn't that kind of ironic? You go get the vaccination shot to keep protected from it, and you still come down with it. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Have you got yours? Did you get yours?
What, the shot?
Yeah.
Well, the only shots I get come out of a liquor bottle.
There you go.
Yep.
Well, I was in the hospital for the whole month of March. I went in on February 28th or 27th, and I think it was a leap year this year. I'm not sure. But anyhow, I went in like the last day of February I was in there the last 2 days or the last day of February in the hospital.
All right.
And I got out, I think, March 29th or March 30th. So March 28th is when I got out. Okay, so I was in there for a month, 30 days.
Right.
And I was going to get it while I was in there. But they transferred me from the first 2 weeks from Eunice over here, they transferred me to Crawley for the extended care because of they only got 40 rooms at this hospital in town. It's a huge hospital complex, but they only got 40 rooms, regular patient rooms. That's not including now they have the OBGYN, for the mamas and all that. Those rooms are closer to the nursery. Okay.
Right.
So they got about 10 more rooms there and 10 more rooms somewhere else, but regular patient rooms are only 40, I think. So, my 2 weeks was up. Now, it wasn't a money issue, anything, because my insurance was paying my hospital stay. But they needed room, and now you have a 2-week limit at most hospitals that you can stay. Usually, you should be out of a hospital within a week and a half to 2 weeks. Well, my case was a little different because I didn't have to have surgery, and they wanted to heal it on its own. So I got transferred to the extended stay, and I was going to get the shot there, and then, they let me go in 2 weeks, so I didn't get it. But it's summertime. The flu season is like over with, okay? Quote, unquote, over with. Like a regular flu season.
Hey, what flu?
Yeah, what flu? Okay. So
yeah, I haven't heard anybody
I'm not
talking
going to
about
get a
flu.
shot. I'm not going to get a shot during the summer. Come maybe this October or something like that. Yeah. Okay. That's more than the line because it's coming on winter time.
Yeah. To me, okay, I've had the flu before. Matter of fact, what was it 3 years ago when I went on my last cruise? I came down with the flu. I missed about 2.5 days of work because of it. I was fine. But I tell you what really gets me about, this COVID that's going around, okay? If someone was to actually stop and think about it, okay? And I know I mentioned about this before, and Shell's kind of gotten on to me, but if you actually look at it, as far as what is going on right now, it's a coronavirus. Okay. How do they know if a person's got the flu, a common cold, or what they're calling COVID-19?
Yeah.
Because they're all three of them are coronaviruses. So how are they able to tell which one you've got? That's what I'd like.
Look what Mike Hodge put.
Yep. And if you actually think about it, okay, why do we have the flu every year? Because we're always having a different strain of the flu. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You go back 2009, we had the H1N1 swine flu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We've had several cases of flu every single year.
Then we had the SARS virus, flu, whatever.
And that
SARS
that was a coronavirus.
SARS is correct.
Yeah, it's a coronavirus. That's all. Basically, what's going around is just a case of the flu, and everybody is listening to what the government's trying to say and what media is trying to say. They're not actually using their brain and everything. Kind of like what my dad used to tell me. Oh, the only thing you're using your head for is a hat, a hat rack. You ain't actually using it for anything. You ain't stopping and listening.
25 or 30 years ago, I had what they called the fake flu.
Yep.
It was a flu, but they called it was named the fake flu because it was a new strain, okay, and they didn't know the name of it, so they just called it the fake flu. And so, look, your back shoulder muscles, okay, right here, all them muscles back here and all that.
Yeah.
And then, like, if you covered up with your blanket or whatever, and if I would touch my chest or whatever on my back, it would feel like it was a hot fire, poker stick, burning me. And then muscles were just so hurting. I mean, man, that would hurt. Now, that's the only time I ever had the flu, and that was about 30 years ago.
Yeah. All right, 710. Okay, you say the flu never shut down the whole world. Go back 2009 when we had the H1N1 swine flu. That was a worldwide pandemic for that one. And that one took over a year and a half.
In the early 1900s, I think it was called the Spanish flu epidemic.
That was 1912. Yeah, 1912, we had the Spanish flu.
Yeah.
And, okay, you still get the flu shots every single year. You're not getting rid of it. I mean, they've been trying to kill the common cold. They haven't killed that. They haven't killed pneumonia. Like I said, influenza, that's still going on.
Influenza is the flu.
Right, influenza, that's the flu, correct.
Yeah.
But pneumonia, okay, that's still going on. Everybody will get pneumonia. And that is a respiratory virus that takes over after the flu.
Yeah. Mike said, they gave you a Molly, Cajun. Well, I didn't get vaccinated that year when I had that thing. I only got vaccinated one time in my life, and I think I was 27 years old, something like that. I think I was 27, 28 years old. And that's the only time I ever got a flu shot. They were giving them away at the library in this small town.
Yep.
And I went in there to get a book. And I seen some nurses in there. I'm like, what's going on over here? They says, flu shots. And he says, you want a shot? I'm like, no, not really. I ain't got $25 on me right now. They said, no, it's free. If you want to make a $5 or $10 donation, you can. But it's not required. We're here to give it. I'm like, okay, no problem. I said, I want it in my arm, because I wasn't about to let them put it in my butt cheek, They said, oh, no, we're going to put it in your arm.
Yep. Yeah, kind of like what Mike was saying, they can You know, they can make a vaccine for a new virus, but can't for the cold, cancer, or the flu, or
Yeah.
tuberculosis,
100 years later, yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds a little fishy on that one.
Right. But I was going to tell you now something else. I was going to tell you about with those people that decided to go up there to Washington D.C. Hold on to your britches, okay? Because you're really going to get a laugh out of this one, okay? Our governor Abbott, he made a statement saying that once those representatives step foot on Texas soil, they're going to get arrested. And they kept going, no, you can't do that because I ain't broken any law. Well, our Attorney General, Ken Paxton, goes, no, you come back here, step on Texas soil, your butt's going to jail. You will be arrested.
I remember seeing a news title, Senator Ted Cruz, Texas, okay, what's the word for it? But anyway, Ted Cruz is like, y'all are idiots for leaving Texas. And, why did y'all do that? Why did y'all guys all of a sudden jump on a plane and go to Washington and all that? I forget and all that and everything, but I don't even know why they went to Washington to start with,
Because Abbott called a special session for the Senate or whatever down there in Austin, whatever they are, and everything. I mean, representatives, whatever. I don't know what you call them, but anyways, you can say the head mules down there in Austin. He called a special session to see about working on 4 different items. Okay, one was seen about getting teachers an extra paycheck. Okay, and it was also trying to work out to where get voting better taken care of. Oh, they didn't want to do that. They didn't want to have anything to do with it, so they just said, nope, we're not going to do it. We're out of here.
Yeah, get rid of that mail-in system and that computer scan system.
Right. And the thing about it is, okay, to me, I look at it like this, and this goes for any state. It could be for Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Ohio. Okay, it don't matter what state. Simple fact is, those are the elected officials. Okay, that run the state. Okay, so basically, I look at it like this. Okay, I'm their employer. Okay, I hired you to do a job. Okay, the governor is basically the foreman that sees over everything, and the representatives, Senate, and everything, they're all the flunkies and everything that get the job done, get all the work taken care of, and do it all. Okay, to me, I look at it like this. Okay, if those guys are supposed to be representing me, and they're not wanting to do their job, just like any corporation around, okay, I don't care what company it is, you screw up, you ain't doing your job, you're going to get fired. Okay?
Yeah.
That should be the same thing with the state representatives. Okay. The people of the state, if you're not wanting to do what you're supposed to be doing, you're fired. And
next election, we will vote you out.
Right.
Next election, you will be voted out.
Right. So, no, not voted out. Basically, clean your locker out. You're fired. Out of here.
Oh, okay.
Like well, Donald Trump would do. You're fired. Out.
You're fired.
Right. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're out. It's like
if you get enough signatures on a piece of paper, I don't know how that would work with a congressman or legislative person or whatever.
Hey, Wayne.
Senator, So, but yeah, they can't be rid of. But I always
Oh
thought
yeah.
it would, like a next election coming up. Hey, uh, and the people will raise their voice and vote,
Right.
unless you got a crooked machine.
Oh yeah. No, but what I'm talking about, I'm not talking about waiting for the next election. I'm just saying, right then and there, you're gone. You're fired. Because, I mean, say you go to work for a corporation, okay, and you're hired to do a job, okay.
Yeah, a
You
corporation,
screw
but
up, right? But what I'm saying is, it doesn't have to be a corporate. Even like where I work at, okay, it's a small company, okay. So say I screw up at work, do poorly, missing work, whatever, not calling in, okay. Does that give him the right to fire me after he's found somebody else? No, he has a right then and there. You're fired, okay? And then he can go about finding somebody else to replace me. Don't have
yeah,
to wait. It's like, no, right then and there. You're fired. Okay, this guy's going to take your place.
okay, but these are elected officials. How do
Yeah,
we do that? How do we get rid of them right away, like you say? Uh, somebody in Congress or in the legislature, a representative.
give them an hour to clean out their desk.
Yeah, but how would you go about doing that? The senators are
Basically,
going to just say, look, you out of here. Senators can do that, or the governor can do that.
the governor, well, it should be where the people of the state should do that.
Yeah,
So
should.
if you get enough
Yeah,
people, sign a petition,
yeah,
okay?
like I was saying earlier. Yeah,
Right. If you get
okay,
enough, you know, right. So like what Brandon's saying, impeach in a special election. Yeah.
yeah,
So basically, you get enough. If enough of the people have had enough of it and a petition signed, and everything, it goes before the governor and everything. It's like, okay, well, the people have spoken, and you're gone. You're out of here. You
okay.
got 1 hour to clean your desk out.
And then the
And
governor can appoint somebody until the next election is up. Like
right,
whoever ran for that position, like a state representative, okay, they
right,
in certain areas. Your senators are in certain areas. We got a
right.
state representative over here. I want to say no, he's a congressman. They call him the Cajun John Wayne, and a lot
Okay,
of people across America know him. That was major. He was a drill sergeant in the army and all that, and he was with the St. Landry, my parish, St. Landry Sheriff's Department,
okay,
and he was that guy on Crime Stoppers. I mean, he made a name for himself on his no nonsense, and he's a Republican. His no nonsense way of dealing, on these Crime Stopper uh, videos. He was
right,
like, if you do wrong, and he always, kind of like a Bible thumper, quoting the Bible. He was no nonsense. Yeah, he was a
yep,
congressman. He's still in there too.
right.
They
But
ain't getting rid of
like
him.
this,
The people want him in because he's no nonsense and he's like, I mean what I say.
yep. And that's the kind of person that we actually need, in there because I mean, what really got me was last year we had a representative that is out of Irving, okay, and she came up with something. I'm going, lady, what are you smoking in that crack pipe? Because she wanted it. She wanted to pass a bill to where if someone was breaking into your house and was going to steal something, she wanted to where instead of you picking up a gun and shooting them, she wanted it basically mandatory that you leave and let them take whatever they want. I'm going, what? What? What the hell are you smoking? It's like, there's no way in hell I'm going to let someone break into my place, take what I've worked my hard time and butt off to get, and let them just come in and walk in and just take whatever they want? Uh, Hell no. They're going to get, but the only thing they're going to get going to be lead poisoning, and that's only because it's going to depend upon which gun I get to, depends upon what they get shot with.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, it's Ed the old tech guy. Yeah, Shell, I can agree on that. Especially those guys up there in Lost Colonies with all that one star on the side of their helmet. But yeah, I mean, I saw that last year. I'm going, and she was a Democrat. I'm going, really? You're going to want it to where anybody can just walk into any house, start taking whatever they want? Fine, give me your address because that's exactly what I'll do. I'll walk in, say, you leave. I'm taking all your stuff that you done spent.
That's why I think, didn't I mention there's that 10th CVS pharmacy closing down in San Francisco area?
Yep.
Because of
yeah.
the law, the Congress or something, at state government and local government passed a law. I think it was, forget how much money, $900 to be considered a felony theft.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're robbing a store, and they did that, and then everybody runs into these pharmacies, stores, and CVS is closed. They closed their 10th one. They pulling out. They pulling out completely, closing everything down. And I mean, all these people, and look at who they are. Okay, just pay attention. And they packing up suitcases, duffel bags. You know, not duffel bags, like an army duffel bag, but something close to it.
Right.
They just loading up with that stuff and like, nah, y'all can't do me nothing.
Yep.
You know,
employees aren't allowed to even go chasing after them or anything. I'm going,
right.
What? Hey, easy way to fix that, have an armed guard standing there at the front door.
Yep, that's it. Well, the person has to come outside with all that stuff. They have to walk outside that door so they can be arrested. Okay. Now, you can't arrest them in the store.
You can detain them inside the store for trying to steal something.
Well, no, because they're going to come up with the reason. They're going to come up. They'll come up with the reason. This is my shopping bag. Okay. You have to wait till they walk out the store, out the door, 5 feet. Then, yeah, then you can arrest them for stealing. No, that's their shopping cart. This is how I shop. Okay. I don't want to put my hands on a germ-infected shopping cart. I'm going to put everything in my pockets and in my purse. Then when I get to the register, I'll take it out and pay for it. Yes, sir. That's a fact.
To me, that sounds like someone make a good fertilizer salesman because it smells like a bunch of BS to me.
That's a law. That is a law. And in Walmart, they have those loss prevention agents in Walmart called loss prevention.
Yep.
And they wait till that person gets outside, then they start chasing them. Or try to detain them. And if they run, then they detain them. And usually by that time, they done drop their evidence, but it don't matter. They're on camera anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I mentioned the fact about I had to go to court, take care of something that the city was complaining about one time. And I was talking to this lady, and she'd gone shopping at Walmart, and she put, I think, a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper on the very bottom of the cart. She went to the checkout and everything, paid for everything, forgot about that, 12-pack of Dr. Pepper. They actually had the cops come out and arrest her.
That's an honest mistake right there. You got something on the bottom shelf of your cart. You got all that stuff hiding it,
Yep.
I mean, not hiding it, all that stuff on top of it. It's easy to forget. That's a honest mistake.
Right.
You know.
I mean, if what they should have, to me, what loss prevention should have done, I mean, they could have approached her and, it's like, man, you didn't pay for that. Oh, I forgot all about that because it was on the very bottom rack up underneath where all the other bags are. Okay. So I was like, all right, I apologize and everything. I'll go back in and pay for it. If you do that, okay, I can understand that.
Right.
Okay. If someone from the store will say, hey, you didn't pay for that, it could be an honest mistake. I'll agree on that. If that person's willing to go back inside, pay for it, okay, fine, case closed. But they called the cops and had her arrested.
Oh boy. Now I'll tell you a true story. When I had my shrimp boat down in Grand Chenier, Cameron area, right on the Gulf Coast, not far from the Texas line, okay, about 40 miles from the Texas line, there's a little town called Cameron. Well, they have a ferry that crosses the Calcasieu Ship Channel, okay, and you got to wait in line for the ferry. And I had to wait in line because I was going to cross the ferry, and right when I got off the ferry on the highway, I turned right, and there's my boat launch. And I pulled up to a K-John store. C-A-J-O-N. They call them K-Johns down there. C-A-J-O-N store. I got my oil, my outboard oil, and I got my ice and my beer. All right. I put gas. Well, my buddy was pumping gas in all the tanks in the boat. It was a butterfly boat. I had the butterfly wings, and you just hold up in the current, and all the shrimp go in your square frames and back to the tail bag. All right. Well, I paid for everything. I thought I paid for everything. I pull out. I got my truck, and I got this huge 20-foot boat on the back with all these net frames, aluminum rigging, and all that on it. I almost get to the ferry, and I'm like, whoa, I forgot to pay for the gas.
Oh.
So I turn around right at the ferry. The ferry was on its way. I turn around. I'm on the way back toward the store to pay for my gas, and I see a cop car. Well, he turns around at Seafood 2000, and he's following me. Okay. Now I pull in to the gas station, to the store by the gas pumps, and I walk in, and this cop walks in behind me. And I said, hey, I forgot to pay for my gas early when I was here when I got my oil and my ice. And I said, I think it was $35 worth of gas. And they said, yes, sir, it was. Look behind you. I looked behind me, and there was 2 cops right there. I mean, they were on me that quick.
Right.
If I'd have boarded that ferry, I'd have got arrested for stealing gas.
Yep.
But the ferry wasn't there, But I did turn around, and the cops were like halfway from the ferry to the store, okay, when they saw me going back. They said, yeah, he's all right. We know the guy, and he came back to pay for the gas.
Yep.
Yeah, they never accused me of stealing gas. I told him when I walked in the door, hey, I forgot to pay for my gas.
You see what Ed put on there?
My daughter was told it's cheaper to let him steal than to have a lawsuit. Some guy on TikTok working at Best Buy stopped the guy from stealing and was fired because the robber complained not 6 foot apart. Oh my God.
Yeah. You talking about being, nitpicking. Okay. So does that mean a cop has to stay 6 feet away from you when he's arresting you?
You can't.
I know. So what are they going to do? What's the robber going to do?
What's he going to do?
Yeah.
What's the cop going to do? Throw the handcuffs to the person and say, hey, cuff yourself behind the back?
Yeah. Yeah, right. That ain't going to happen.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. All right, Cajun, I'm going to have to shut this down because it's 9:30, and I got the holes drilled in it, so I got to get back out there and I got to get that tour pack and everything put back on the bike. That way, if I want to ride it, take the bike to work tomorrow, I don't have to worry about it sitting there flopping around.
I got you.
Yep.
How long is it going to take you to put that on there?
Well, if I can get Crystal to come out there with the flashlight, it shouldn't take me about maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Leave it rolling. Me and Ed, I'll get Brandon up here and we'll keep it going until you get back in the shop.
All right. Well, let me grab my flashlight and get out there and see if I can get it all done, because I got to make sure, because all I need is the Allen lamp. Yeah, because that's it. Here. And then I got my Loctite already inside the house. All I got to do is put that on the screws and then start putting everything back together.
I got the link in chat. Whoever wants to jump up, come on up. Come on up, Ed. I got a question for you, Ed.
Well, Mike Hodge wants to come up, or if Wayne's still here, he can come on up.
Yeah, you're going to have to wait for about 3 or 4 minutes to let them come up, then get them up in here. I can't get them. I can put the link, but I can't get them up in here.
Right. Well, Ed, hey, if you want to come up and plug your channel tomorrow, come on up. I'll get you on here.
Come on up, Brandon, Ed. Y'all got 20 minutes.
I mean, it shouldn't take me all that long. All I got to do is get my flashlight. That way she can hold it for me.
All right. What I'll do, if somebody comes up backstage, they'll tell me, and then I'll call you on the phone, and you can come in the shop and put them up.
Well, you can. The only thing is, where I got the bike at is all the way at the front of the house.
Okay.
So right now would be best time if anybody wants to come up.
Yeah, right now. All right, Ed, come on up, or Wayne. Yeah, Wayne usually comes up here. Come on up here right now. Otherwise, we're going to shut it down.
Yep.
Brandon said,
I gotta get this done, and like I said, that way, man, I took the bike to work this morning. It was nice and everything. Yeah, Shell, you're always working.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Shell, Missy needs to get with you on something.
But yeah, about quarter till 12, like I kind of looked outside and I was painting and everything, because one of the painters had to go take care of some business. It's like, okay, fine, something there painting. And about 12:25, it's like going, oh crap, is that rain out here? Yep. And it was pouring down rain, and I'm on the bike. So I tell you, that was fun, coming home in the rain on the bike and everything. Yeah. But yeah. I know she wants to use her new flashlight that she just got through buying. You don't want to break it, do you?
No, but it would work. Yeah, he came home, walked in, and started stripping because he was soaked.
I was soaking wet. Matter of fact, I had on my other do-rag, and I got home. I'm like this. I came home. I didn't even have my glasses on because my glasses were so covered with rain there, I couldn't see. I literally had to pull over the side of the road, take them off, and I'm coming down the road. I got my hand like this, trying to block the rain from hitting me in the face.
Oh, there's Scott. Yay.
Yep.
Oh, let him up.
Yep. I'll see how long he'll stay, because I know he doesn't have all that good internet out there.
Hey, Scott.
Don't go wandering around all over. Just stick around. Hey, no more tours inside the shop. No more tours showing what the truck looks like.
Hey,
Wait till I get back.
Wayne, scroll up a little bit. The link's already there.
Triple decker peanut butter sandwich.
That works.
Done that.
Yeah, no, you click on the link.
I got the link one up there.
Oh, you do? Okay. Yeah, I think he was
Put it
hitting my
in.
name. He was hitting my name instead of the link.
There's Wayne.
There I go.
Hey, Wayne.
Okay,
How you
Shell
doing, Wayne?
already sent an email, Shell.
All right.
There's Wayne
So
and
you can
all right.
get back in here and
Yep.
entertain the guys.
Se trabalhé, güey.
Hope-
That'll work.
Get put up back there. Y'all take over while I go get finished up.
Bye, guys.
Okay. Like Scott's getting him a snack.
I'll sit you in my toolbox.
Oh, you was cleaning your toolbox and you found a Twinkie? 10-year-old Twinkie?
Yeah.
If it was a 35-year-old Twiggy, I might consider it.
Yeah.
Sweet, you know what I mean by Twiggy. Remember Twiggy?
Can you see that, my frame?
Oh, yeah, sure can.
Hey,
I got her about all buffed up and ready to paint almost. I keep doing more buffing on it, and I'm gonna probably knock some of the rust on the inside of the frame because can you see the inside?
Right.
I dropped the cross member out of it. I'm gonna paint the cross member,
Right.
and then back here where I put my new I put the new shackles on. I took them off so I can paint behind them.
Okay. Have you ever heard of the met coating?
Well, I'm gonna put that 415 on.
Okay. Enlighten me on that 415.
415 is supposed to be the best stuff out there. You can paint right over rust and it'll stop the rust.
Okay, it's something like Osfo.
I'm assuming yes, that's what it is.
Okay.
It's some new stuff that it's been out for a while, but it's pretty damn good stuff. You can basically almost paint right over rust and it'll stop it.
Okay. Down here, like for the sandblasters down here, commercial sandblasters, offshore and inshore and stuff, what they'll blast and then they'll demet coat it.
Yeah.
And then there's a primer that's, I don't know if it's like an epoxy or not. It's a one-time spray. It's a one spray. Now, I don't know if it's got a catalyst that's coming out with the primer and mixing as it's sprayed out like a chopper gun, fiberglass chopper gun. I don't know if it's anything like that or not, but I know the met coating, man, that stuff there, they use that in salt water, like on offshore platforms and all that.
Oh yeah.
In the salt water, yeah. So, yeah, it's good stuff. You paint over that. It's good stuff. You paint over. Oh, Ed, the old tech guy, is stuck backstage. Let me call Mater on the phone.
I'm sure that stuff is just like 415.
Probably is. Probably that asphalt or asphalt, whatever I said a while ago. It's probably the same thing.
That 415 is more automotive stuff.
Okay.
we use some type of automotive stuff. I'm trying to
Hey,
think of the name of it, but
Ed,
it's as hard
Ed
as rocks.
jumped in right when you
You
walked
don't
out the
come
shop.
off either.
He's waiting backstage.
Okay, well, can you hold this up? Yeah. Okay. Got this.
Okay.
I'm going out to shop
All right.
Leatherman for your guys' full effect.
All right, appreciate it. All right, he's coming.
He didn't get very far, did he?
I said, Ed, the old tech guy must have jumped in right there when I think right when he was walking out of the shop is when Ed came in.
I don't know if you can see this, but can you see the bed? Look at that bed.
Nice and shiny and clean.
Oh, I cleaned it up. I cleaned it up real good, and there's a couple spots that had a little bit of rust on it, but not much. But yeah, I'm ready to paint this bad boy.
There you go.
Thank you, Chris.
Sorry about that, Ed. We walked out and I'm holding the tool pack while he's putting the screws down. So
Don't worry about it. I can't stay long. I just wanted to come in, say hello, help you guys out while you ran real quick, handle your business. How's everybody? What's up, mon ami?
What's up, mon ami?
All right.
What's up, man?
What's up, Chef Chatry? Who's the other guy? Wayne? Wayne, what's happening?
Wayne. Yeah, Wayne Hatfield and McCoys.
What's going on, guys? It's drinking time.
Yeah.
Drinking time.
What you drinking? Blue lemonade?
Concoction.
Jungle juice.
That's right. That's right. You said you had a question for me?
Yeah. Did you get an email from me with that link in it for that Toyota?
You know what? I haven't checked, bro. I want to say I think I saw it, but
that was a few days ago. Ago.
I remember when you sent it. If I check it right now, I'll get dropped off the show. I'll check it. I'll let you know tomorrow on my show.
All right. Yeah, no, you don't. Yeah, if you want to reply to it, you can but that's a good link for that.
For that Honda, right? It's a Honda. The Honda.
Honda Toyota Corolla or something. I think maybe. All right. Yeah. Let me check. Hold on. Let me see something here.
How's everybody tonight, man? You guys excited for tomorrow?
Oh, we doing good.
Doing good. I'm not excited. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
But
I'm always waiting for the three Stooges.
The three Stooges.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I was on there last week, and I remember I came the week before. You got me up on panel, and but I never did know what it was actually about. Like on it's like a commentary type deal.
Yeah,
something like Paul Harvey, and this and that and the other, and I think I get the gist of it now. So
we tell jokes. We tell jokes.
Yeah, right.
Tools, tech, DIY.
Right.
Sometimes comics. Make fun of each other.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you got to have thick skin to be in there.
That's right. That's right. If you don't have thick skin, can't be coming on the show.
But anyway, yes. What?
I'll show you this Poor 15 here real quick.
Okay. POR. Oh, okay. Poor 15. I thought you were saying 415. Okay. Cool. Look at all the crawfish. Watch this.
Ooh, man.
That's nothing but crawfish tail meat. Tail meat.
Them are crawfish, not crawfish.
Crawfish. Well, official language, and then look, here's some more. Half a quart bag. Yeah, we bought crawfish Saturday night. Man, some freaking lobsters, man. 8-9 inches long. That was some nice crawfish.
Man, you know how to eat it up good, man. Make you want to become a Cajun.
Hey, Ed, if you ever down here, you're more than welcome to put your feet under my table.
Man, remember, you said that. I'm going to show up, man. And I'm Mexican. I'll be showing up with half the family.
I tell you what, if you show up with half the family, like one time that happened to me, I had a whole family at my house for a week. And I'll tell you that story in a minute. But there's a store here that has the ethnic aisles, Asian and Mexican aisles, and they have what they call the masa and the corn husk.
Oh yeah.
We'll swap out. We'll cook you crawfish, etouffee, crawfish sauce, shrimp, stew, shrimp and crab, gumbo. But you and your half a family or family will have to put out and do tamales.
Oh man, we
I love tamales, dude. Fresh tamales.
We'll do tamales. Ooh, look at that. Ooh.
That's one crawfish tail meat right there.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
Look, that piece of meat was 2 inches long. That's a big crawfish.
Them are some big crawfish.
Yeah. Oh, well, I got a video, a live stream from Saturday night, and uh, I was on Brandon's panel when I started the crawfish boil, and then when Brandon got finished with his live stream, I went live. So
Yeah, I
y'all
was
can check
watching
out Brandon's channel. Give him some watch hours, you know, to make sure he doesn't go under. Give Brandon some watch hours, and y'all see the crawfish on that stream, that live stream.
I was on both those live streams. That was the man. You were cooking it up real good, man.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
you
right.
making
You were
it
there
fun.
that night. That's right. You were there. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, man, you making me want to go to a crab broil over here in Chicago. They got a few restaurants that opened up that do crab broils, but they're not as good as the stuff you were doing, man. I know that. I can tell right away.
All right, I'll be right back, and then I'm gonna fill you in on that story about that
All right.
Mexican family. Be right back.
All right. Hey, chef, you been working on some cars out there? You been shade treeing?
Oh yeah, always.
Oh yeah, what you been working on, man?
I had my cousin's Explorer here. Did you see my video on it?
No, I don't think I've caught up yet. I don't think I've seen that one yet.
I did a video on my cousin's Explorer when I fixed it. I did a little tool review because I bought 2 brand new ratchets and I did them on that Explorer, so I got that on it too.
I gotta catch up, man. I gotta catch up. Okay.
And then I'm still working on my truck. Here's my frame for my truck.
Ooh, man, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. You got it down to bare metal.
Oh yeah, I've been working on it for 3 weeks now. Yeah, I take the old 4.25, and I've been grinding on it. And I've got it down from the front towers all the way to the back.
Man.
Inside now. I've been doing the inside too. It's down the bare metal pretty near on the whole thing.
I wish I had a garage where I could like have room to have all that, man. I'm still dreaming of building a 63 Corvette. I don't even care if the numbers all match. I just want a 63 Corvette split window body. It's my dream car. I want that.
I like the 63 Vet too.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this bed that I'm putting on this. Have you ever seen a clean bed up here in the north?
Wow, look at that. No rust?
What's that?
You got no rust on that?
No, that truck come from Florida.
Oh, wow. That's what I'm talking about.
And see, it had a blowed 302 in it, and it was 2-wheel drive. And this frame is a 4-wheel drive frame. 302 5-speed. It's a 5-speed. So I'm changing my other truck over from 2-wheel drive automatic to a 4-wheel drive 5-speed.
Man, that's cool, man. That's the kind of videos you got to keep doing right there. You know what it is, though, Chef? It's going to take you some time, but you got to learn how to edit and like put some cut scenes and all that stuff. Once you start learning all that, man, it starts going fun.
Well, see, that's the thing. Right now, I don't really have the time to do it, and all I've got is my phone. And I just, if I do I cut scenes and I kind of like do them, and then I cut the scenes out and just, cut them that way, and then I'll put them into a full video.
Yeah, man.
I make
editing, editing is I think one of the hardest parts. I like editing, but I have to tell you, it is time consuming. YouTube is becoming like a second job, and it doesn't pay nowhere near. I make way more money on one side job than I do on like 5 videos or 10 videos, and maybe more.
Sure.
A whole year's worth of videos. I'm on one side job that took me about 3 days. I want to say I got like $1,500 on that side job. I haven't made that in my channel since I started it. So a lot, and my camera alone that I use just for the live streams cost $800, right?
Yeah.
and you start talking about my editing software. My editing software, I pay a monthly fee for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, plus my StreamYard fee. So I pay monthly for my StreamYard so that I could have the better one.
I do too. I got a deal on my StreamYard. I was paying $25 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, well, a buddy of mine tells me, Rich Cali 21 over in California, he tells me, hey, Boudreaux, well, Cajun, StreamYard's got a thing going on right now. I said, you sure that's not a scam or something? He says, no, I got it through StreamYard. So I checked it out, and it's $10 a month.
Ooh.
$10 a month. Yeah.
Man, next time you see that, let me know. I'll jump right on it.
I got a couple other people that told me, look, next time you see it, because they send the emails out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they send them to all the StreamYard users or what, but
no, I
got lucky.
Plus, you start thinking about, and I got no issue doing it because I do it because I like the community. But you think about the giveaways and the things like that, and you're in a deficit, right? If this were a business, you're in a deep deficit. So I do it for fun, and I know all along I'm doing it for fun. I'm not trying to be one of these big guys. If I ever become a big guy, whatever, I'm never going to forget where I came from. I'm going to be that guy that I'm just going to try to be as with a small mind. I know that sounds bad, right? Small-minded. Yeah. I'm gonna be like where I came from, my roots.
That's basically what I want to do. I just want to do it for fun. I don't care. I make money working on these vehicles. That's how I make my money.
Oh yeah. If I wanted to make money, I could talk about my job. I got a buddy of mine that started talking about what we do for work. He got 15,000 subscribers in 3 months. So
wow.
I mean, if you start talking about computers and networking, and you start showing how to do that stuff, your channel grows crazy. But I can't because I've got certain things that I signed at work that I can't talk about certain things. So which is why I talk about my hobbies, about tools, tech, DIY and all that. Right. But I don't talk much about work.
I got you.
Hey, I want to tell. I know you guys have seen this toolbox, that bottom box right there. Take a guess.
It looks like a Matco box.
It's a Mac. It's an old Mac box.
Mac. Okay, I thought it was a Matco. Okay.
But I was talking to my dad yesterday, getting a little, because I was showing him CP's tool haul or his tool cart video. And my dad was kind of laughing. He was like, he's an idiot. Having all them wrenches. You don't need all them ratchets. See, my dad was the old school. He's got like 5 ratchets in his whole drawer, in his whole thing. He's got this one, and he's got a half drive and a couple quarters, and that's it. That's all the ratchets he's ever had.
Well, brother, I think CP doesn't have those because he needs them. I think he has them because he likes them.
Oh yeah. I told him. I said you know what my dad said? He goes, well, does he know how to? He's only got 2 hands. He can only use one at a time. And then he goes, does he know how to use them? I said, well, he claims he knows how to use them.
You got to tell your dad. You got to tell your dad that for CP, they're like purses. It depends who's coming over. If somebody important comes over, he pulls out the snap-on. Somebody mediocre comes over, he pulls out the gear wrench.
But take a guess. Take a guess when my dad bought that.
Oh,
just the bottom box.
I'm going to say
1970.
Yeah, I was going to say 1970 is. I'll go with the Raging Cajun.
He bought that box in 1959.
Oh, wow. Way off.
The top box he bought in late 70s.
Wow.
But he's had that since he started working at the Ford dealership. He started working at the Ford dealership when he came back from Korea in 1958. He started at the Ford dealer with one of them toolboxes that you open up at the top and it's got the tray in it. Mm-hmm. That's how he started his career.
Yeah, like a Craftsman box. You open the top with the 2 things, and then you had the middle one for a padlock.
So he graduated from that box right there, and he's had it ever since.
Well, Shad, do me a favor, man. You walk up to your dad tomorrow or later on tonight, give him a big old handshake, tell him it's from Ed, the old tech guy, and tell him thank you for his service for doing that stuff in Korea, man. That's no joke. That's no joke.
Right. That's right.
There's a snap-on wrench he bought in 1959. He bought his original set of standards in 1959. Is what them are right there. And then them come later. Them are metrics right there, but them are old. This is a snap-on.
No,
Or no, the blue point. This one's a blue point. That one's a blue point.
No, that's blue point, snap-on, same thing.
And these two are blue points, and the rest of them are snap-ons. But yeah, that's the original ones he bought in '59 when he come back from Korea.
Wow.
Well, he was a mechanic in the service, right?
Oh yeah, he worked on everything that the Army had to offer: tanks, half tracks, you name it. He worked on it.
Yeah, a buddy of mine, 3 friends of mine, they were helicopter mechanics in the Army, and they hired me as their helper at PHI. Well, they put in a good word for me to get hired at PHI, Petroleum Helicopters Incorporated, down here in Anacostia City. PHI does a lot of oil field work, in the Gulf and over in Saudi Arabia. PHI is over there too. PHI is the biggest helicopter service they got in the world. And I was there. I was an aviation technician helper. Good money back then too. Back in the early '80s, man, good money.
You see that engine hoist right there?
Yeah.
My dad used that at the Ford dealership when they sold it out and they had an auction. That was one of the things he wanted to buy out of the dealership. See, it was kind of funny. After my dad left at the Ford dealership and went and worked for Ford, they had to close the doors because they couldn't find nobody to work on cars like my dad did. They lost all their customers.
Wow.
But that hoist is like 1950s, 60s hoist.
Yeah, it looks that period.
That was one of the things that he wanted to buy when they shut the doors out of there.
It looks that period.
It's an old Napa, is what it is. There's it is.
Wow. Well, I still got the sticker on it. Part of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, still got part of the sticker on it. Only thing that's been replaced is the ram on it. The ram's been replaced.
Right. Yeah, those tend to go out unless you know a hydraulic jack repair guy like my uncle used to be. It's just the seals in them and stuff that go bad.
But they don't make them like that anymore.
No, they don't. They don't.
This engine hoist has replaced thousands of motors. Thousands.
It can tell some stories. I guarantee you that.
Oh yeah, my dad can tell some stories about it.
All right, Brandon. Yeah, y'all do a little video tomorrow or something like that when you meet up with him.
Yeah, I hope Dale's going to be there tomorrow. Brandon's asking if Dale's going to be on the 3 Toolges tomorrow, and I expect him to be. I don't know why he wouldn't be. So let's find out. Let's encourage him. Send him some love. Go watch one of his videos and tell him, please be on the Toolges tomorrow so that the council can feel complete.
Yeah.
We need you there.
Yeah, because you didn't have all the guys the last 2 weeks.
Right.
Yeah, it's been a little weird without my buddies there, and if it's not one, it's the other that wasn't there. And then if I cancel too much, then I get yelled at by everybody.
Yeah.
Well, how's Dale doing? Isn't he doing very good?
So he wasn't on the last live stream because he had a family event, not something bad. It was actually something to be, to congratulate him on. So I don't know, and I'll let him give the details out on tomorrow if he feels like it. But it's other than that, the week before that, I think he was feeling like he wasn't feeling good because he had his diabetes acts up. He has diabetes, and he has what's that thing that happens when your toes get all swollen up and stuff?
Gout.
He's got gout. He's got that really bad too.
Yeah,
So
gout.
That stuff will kill you.
Oh.
Well, gout, diabetes will kill you, but gout
Yeah, I've had
is
gout
not
before.
that bad.
It's no fun.
yeah, I don't know nothing about no gout, but he's got that pretty bad. He's got diabetes pretty bad.
Yeah.
You know, he is actually. I mean, a lot of people don't believe him, but he is actually blind. Like he could barely see because
Legally
of
blind.
diabetes.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
diabetes, legally blind, right?
Mm-hmm. So it's tough on him. He has to do something. He has to
try right having gout. Yeah, especially in your left foot, which is where
Oh, Mater's freezing up.
Yeah, Mater. I don't know what's going on. All I saw was I saw your girlfriend holding up a can of tomato soup or something.
Something. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't hear you. We missed all that, Mater. You were froze.
You know, what he was saying is that he was saying that Ed the Old Tech Guy channel was one of the best.
Pat.
Yeah, I showed this to Anthony Robles the other day. Check this out. You want to see an old drill?
Whoa!
I used to have one like that.
Old Craftsman.
I used to have one like that years ago, back in 1978, 79. I had one like that. It shocked the hell out of me. Shocked the hell out of me one time. I plugged it in the opposite way. It was the two little even prongs instead of with the polarized plug on it. I had that, and it was wet. The dirt floor was wet, and I went to press the button. It wasn't double insulated. Oh man, I dropped that drill in a heartbeat. It worked.
It still works. Wow. That bad boy's old.
Yeah, don't plug it in the wrong way. Okay.
Well, it's got a grounded plug on it now.
Oh, okay. So you took care of that problem. What you was showing, Mater, earlier.
That's it. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna bring up on full screen.
Oh, that's that cartridge filter. Okay.
Yeah.
That's for that transmission. Okay.
This is the that's the cartridge filter for the cooler. It goes for that CVT transmission. You see how big that thing is?
Mm-hmm.
That's what she
That's
said.
all it is.
Yeah.
For $9.
Looks like a Toyota oil filter.
Yeah, that goes in the transmission. You keep freezing up or lagging, Mater.
Yeah, Mater, your internet's sucking today, bro. You got CP internet today.
Usually will happen for some reason when you got people on the on StreamYard. It could be the computer itself just not able to do everything.
No, because you're piggybacking on StreamYard servers. You're piggybacking on StreamYard, so it's not how many people you got. Because it's not overloading your computer.
You want to see an old ass?
It even happens when I go on someone else's stream.
Huh.
Wow.
Oh,
that's
an old monkey wrench. Yeah.
It's an old Rigid, made in Elyria, Ohio.
Yeah. Rigid has been making those style tools for years and years. The all field down here in South Louisiana use Rigid almost they had Stilsons. Okay, it was Stilsons, and then they was going like the old Stilson monkey wrenches, the old style with the flat jaws. The original monkey wrench. Okay, but then Stilson, and then Rigid came on the market, and the Allfield had used Rigid for years.
You need
Rigid's
any
been
old
around a
tune-up
long
parts?
time.
You need any old tune-up parts? Check this out. You want to see some tune-up parts?
Oh, we got Froggy in the chat. What's happening, Froggy?
Hey,
What you
Froggy.
doing, girl?
Hey,
Caps
Frog.
and rotors for old stuff.
Got a bunch of NOS stuff, new old stuff.
Oh yeah, this is old stuff here.
Yeah, I got a bunch of Briggs and Stratton, small engine, NOS stuff that I got off of a guy, and a bunch of NOS McCulloch for the big. We call them big Mac saws, big McCullochs. I'm talking about when McCulloch was a McCulloch saw. Okay, I'm not talking about the. I'm talking about stuff 30 to 40, 25 to 50 years ago on the big Mac saws, the big Mac McCulloch. I've got a lot of NOS stuff. The reed plate gaskets, the reed plates, all of that. You had a Tillotson carburetor that hooked onto a reed plate like an outboard motor. These were huge engines.
I got to ask you guys a question. What happened? What happened with Tecumseh? Why they go out of business? I used to love Tecumseh engines. Those things were tough.
Tecumseh, there's a lot of quote unquote rumors going around about Tecumseh. It was like, to be truthful and honest, it was mismanagement of the company.
Man, what a shame.
Tecumseh was a good engine way back then, and then somebody bought out Tecumseh, and I think LCT, Liquid Cool Technologies, had kind of like took over Tecumseh because Liquid Cool Technology is the closest to Tecumseh. Cadillac books, wow.
You name it, you can find it in here.
See, when I had my first British Stratton,
I was going to let Ed know that I found a computer over at Best Buy.
Oh, you did?
And I'm looking at getting it. I'm looking at getting it. It's really a I can't remember the brand on it, but it's got the AMD Ryzen 7.
Oh, nice.
Processor.
Is it Asus,
and
Lenovo?
It's got 1 terabyte.
Is it an Asus?
Hang on, let me tell you about it. It's HP Omen.
HP Omen. Okay, so it's their gaming.
Yeah.
It's their gaming HP. Yeah, that's
right.
Those are okay.
And it's right. It's a 5800X. It's got 16 gig of memory.
Mm-hmm.
It's got NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 Ti.
Wow,
video
that's
card.
Nice.
And one terabyte SSD.
That's actually good. How much?
It was
4 or 3.
Let's see here. Let me find the $16.99. So say $1,700.
Wow. I was off.
Make sure you double. That's not a bad machine. It's not. I am not personally a fan of HP. I have seen more HPs in my shop for repair than I've seen any other brand. I don't like HP.
If you're gonna pay that much money for a computer, I wouldn't invest in a laptop. I would do it in a desktop.
That is a desktop, my friend. That's a desktop.
Oh, it is
the
a
Omen is a
desktop?
desktop.
Right. Well, that's what this is.
Yep.
Desktop.
Oh, okay. I thought he said laptop because of the.
Now, okay. The reason I'm going to see about getting right now, Ed. The main reason why I'm going to see about getting this is because of where it's going to be at. Because the fact that out of the garage, okay, it's going to get dusty. It's going to get dirty. There's going to be like sawdust could be flying around.
Yep.
And this one here is liquid, so I don't have to worry about being air cooled and like that. All the debris or whatever getting on the heat sink and clogging that up and overheating. Whereas this is a liquid cooled, so I don't have to worry about it as much. Now I will I'll put like filters and everything on the outside where the fans are to bring in the cool air. That way it can keep as much of the dust and debris out of it.
Just remember those water cool radiators.
I wound up going over there yesterday.
Just remember that the water cool radiators.
Go ahead.
They also get clogged. So you're right with filters. Make sure you have some clear filters in there. But they also have the radiators do get clogged, and they do have fans. And you're not getting away from a machine breathing in and breathing out, even if it's water cooled. The only difference, it's very much like a radiator in your car. It needs that air coming in. But if the radiator gets clogged, with a piece of cardboard in front of your car, that could be the dust.
Right.
Even though your car is water cooled, right? Because it's using radiator fluid, it's water cooled. It will fail due to overheating. So same thing here.
Right, because you're not able to get air. Right, because the air is not able to come across the radiator.
That's right.
Now,
the same
did go over there, and just for, as I say, just for fun and everything, I said, let me apply for the credit card, and went through the whole process. They said, congratulations, you've been approved for $3,000.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Mater.
Getting instead of the Best Buy, but I had two options. Okay, I had either the store card itself or a Visa card, which is anywhere. I chose a Visa card. That way, I can use that to get this computer, and it comes with the keyboard, comes with the mouse. The only thing I got to worry about is a monitor. No big deal.
Mater, do me a favor, or do yourself a favor.
Now, the computer there.
That machine.
What's that?
That machine, you want to go ahead and get that Best Buy warranty. I'm not a big fan of that extended warranty. It's going to sit in your garage. Make sure you get it on that machine. You got a 3060 graphics card, NVIDIA RTX 3060. That thing's a little oven. That the AMD processors are little ovens. So you basically got a little oven with the whole machine, and your garage gets hot.
Right.
So make sure you get that extended warranty on that. And if it fails, they warranty that extended warranties even against accidental damage. So you know what? If they don't want to warranty it, you take it home, and oops, it fell off the desk. It broke into 10 pieces. Give me a new one. Just think about it.
Yep. Right. And like I said, the one thing I liked about it the most, it's got a 1 terabyte SSD hard drive. Whereas the other stuff that they were air cooled, and on top of that, the hard drive was partially SSD and the rest of it was HDD. So I was like, nah, this one's got the hard drive, all of it being SSD.
Yeah. That's right.
So that's why I'm going to be looking at getting that one. I haven't ordered it because they don't have it in stock. So they would have to order it and everything. but because Crystal and I are going on this trip this coming weekend, they said, well, we can have it here by Friday. I'm going, well, I'm leaving town on Friday. I can go and order it, you know, and pick it up sometime.
Yeah.
I mean, that way I can pick up a monitor and everything at the same time.
Yeah.
Get you a flat screen 42-inch TV, a used 42-inch or whatever. Use that as a monitor.
Yeah, you could do that. That'll work.
Yep.
I can pick up a. I know I can pick up a. At my pawn shop, they've got like a 32-inch flat screen. Yeah, I could go get one of those. That's all I need.
You got your HDMI
32
or whatever.
inches is a lot bigger than what I got now.
Yep, 32-inch hanging on your wall or wherever you want to put it. Yeah. You'd be surprised.
Yep. And I was looking at and I was actually looking at video software programs, and I think it was the Vegas suite, and I think that one runs like $120. Out of everything it actually does the best out of, you know, compared to the regular Vegas. And we compared it to another one, and it's like, no, this one here is so much better. It does a lot more. So I wound up getting that. That'll be one of the software, you know, I do and everything for it.
Yeah, I got very intrigued by CyberLink Power Director. That's the one I use, and I tried DaVinci, I tried Adobe, I tried Vegas, I tried a few of them. Nothing seemed to fit the way I think the way CyberLink did. So for me, CyberLink, it all makes sense. It just I can naturally, sometimes without even thinking, I know where the button is, where I got to go to click on something. And that's what I needed for speed and efficiency and the learning curve. So just make sure that that's how you feel about it. If that's how you feel about it, don't let nobody change your mind.
You got it because you get on your seat.
Say that again?
Right. Like I said, you went up getting it because you could do it all in your sleep without even thinking like.
Well, not in my sleep, but yes, the learning curve was less. The learning curve was less. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Hey, Andy. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I figured I'd let you know that, you know, looks like that's going to be the computer I'm going to have for out here.
Nice.
And I know it's going to be a lot better compared to my laptop that I've got right now. So I'm going to be able to do a lot more with it, especially with having a video software editor. I can start, you know, doing longer videos and actually do be able to condense it down. Because like yesterday when I was doing the transmission service on the car, well, I mean, something that normally about an hour and a half took me almost 3 hours because I was having so many different problems. So instead of trying to release a whole 3-hour video, I could condense it down and not, you know, it's like, you know, okay, may stop it here when I have, you know, go get, you know, stuff like that. That's what I'm looking at doing.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. That's only time will tell, Mater. Let's see what you do with it. I'm excited to see what you can do. I'm sure you'll make it real cool.
Right. Like I said, you know, I'm still new at doing this because you guys have been around a lot longer than I have, so I'm still learning. And the one thing I'm glad about teachers that it's like, hey, what do I need to do? So like, I get hold of you guys, like, excuse me, Ed the old tech guy, I got a question for you. Or you know, it's like,
here's the thing, man.
Or it's a problem with a car. Like, hey Scott, hey, I got how you do this on this kind of vehicle.
Yeah.
Or like for Cajun, it's like, hey, you know, how do you know what I was saying like for Scott, say if I quit about a car, I was like, hey Scott, hey, can you help me out? That's what I'm saying, about with YouTube is, with you guys, coming up here, like I said, I'm still new. I consider myself still a newbie. Okay. I can reach out to you guys,
Sorry, Jeremy.
ask you a question.
Jeremy.
You're willing to, to help me by answering the question.
Sorry.
Yeah. The only difference I would say to
I mean, I was asking it, I was asking Cajun. It's like, right, but it's like for Cajun, it's like, okay, if I want to start cooking Cajun food, it's like I just get a hold of him. So okay, how do I do this?
Yeah, the only thing, Mater, that you got to know is that not everybody has Vegas, and you're gonna you when you get into questions with Vegas, not everybody can answer them because like I use Cyberlink Power Director. I don't know how to use Vegas very well. So
yeah. When you mean Vegas, Ed, you talking about the video editing program?
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
All right.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Because
I
know of Vegas. I don't use Vegas, but I know of them.
What do you use, Cajun?
Right.
I don't use anything. When I do a cooking video, like on What's Cooking with Cajun on that channel, or any cooking video I do, it's all the cooking videos I have are step by step how to Cajun cooking from the start to the finish. Okay, from raw ingredients, meat, shrimp, whatever, chopped up bell peppers, onions, what have you, start to plate. Okay, I hit the pause button. That's all I do on my on my notepad. I hit the pause button. That's it.
That's exactly what I do.
That's all I have to do on that. So it's step by step. Once I'm done with the first part, like making a roux or adding a roux or a home, a store-bought roux, which store-bought roux down here are exactly the same as a homemade roux. Okay. And that's a roux is the base in your Cajun cooking, for gumbo, stews, what have you. So instead of boring everybody with how to make a roux, I got one video, I think, on how to make a roux. You can go buy it at the store, just about any store in North America, I think. Okay, I'm not sure about that, but I just hit the pause button, and then when I come back to the next step, I hit the pause button again. It starts recording again, and boom, and that's it. But that's the extent of my video editing. That's how I do it.
Hey, Cajun, have you seen any of my cooking videos?
I know I seen Polar Bear Ed's, or was it yours I watched last week? I know you got some cooking videos, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I got a couple cooking ones.
Well, okay, I watched, yours. Wait a minute, or was it Ed's? It was last week. It's a newer video.
What was it about?
And the last, I done forgot. I slept since then. I was talking about that a couple of days ago on my live stream.
Hey guys, it's 10:30 here. I'm gonna knock out. I got a long day tomorrow, and I've got the stream tomorrow. Thanks for letting me jump on, Mater. Nice talking to you, Cajun. Chef,
you too, Ed.
Wayne,
you too, Ed.
Hey, catch you all later. Catch you later there.
I'll catch you tomorrow night, Ed, on the 3 Tugles.
All right, man.
I appreciate you being here.
We'll catch you all there. All right.
All right.
Take care, everybody.
Blue time. Later.
Hey guys.
Blake,
Yeah, I mean, but like I said,
Blake said, Scott, that
What's
beard
up, Scott?
is majestic.
I cut this part right here. This has been shaved.
Mhm.
All I got the goatee. I left it. I actually cut about 5 inches off of this.
No, okay. Now you like me, you can grow one like that in no time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is not even a week old right here.
Oh, this
not
right
not
here
this,
is going,
not this. This.
yeah, this
Hey,
here's going
wish the
about.
hair on your head grew as fast as your beard, right?
Oh, no doubt, huh? Look at that crap right there.
I still got the hair on my head.
Oh man, look. Look at that.
Man, did
Hey,
I
we
see
got the twins.
Yeah, my long
Hey,
lost
Wayne, we
brother
got the
from another
cousins for
mother.
Yeah. Well, I was going to tell you guys,
Hey,
you want a place to buy ratchets and wrenches and stuff? Go on Rock Auto. You see this ratchet
Uh-oh,
right
Wayne,
here?
Wayne lost connection.
yep,
You see
Wayne's
that
gone.
ratchet?
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
a
we see it.
performance tool.
Was that one of those?
Dude,
Was
I'm
that one
telling you
of those
what.
freebies you got from them?
No, I bought this. I bought it.
Oh, really?
Soft handle, 18 inches long,
Yeah.
lockable flex head. It's a lockable flex head. 108 tooth. $26 through Rock Auto.
Ain't not bad. Not
Wow.
bad.
Lifetime guarantee. And I
Okay.
tried it out. I just wanted to try it out. I've never had a performance tool. Well, I've had some sockets. I've had some performance tool sockets, but I've never had one of the ratchets. And I tested it out. I'll tell you what, I love this sucker.
I got a question for you. I got on Rock Auto one time. I was looking for a certain part for Johnny Best's truck, that spider or crab, you know, the fuel injection.
Oh,
the
yeah.
350 Vortex.
Yeah.
I got on there and it wanted me to join up with something, and then it was going to put me in the right place, because we went to Eric's salvage yard on the other side of town over here, and they had one, but the guy couldn't find it. The yard mechanic couldn't find it. And the other guy says, "Oh, I think I sold that about 2 or 3 weeks ago." So he said, "Try Rock Auto." You know, so I went on Rock Autos, and I thought I had went on Rock Auto about a year ago or so, but the one I went to, it wanted me to join this, install this extension. Is that normal for Rock Auto?
I'm not sure.
For parts to look up? It wanted me to enable an extension. You know what I'm talking about? A web extension or with a
Not that I
browser
know of.
extension or something?
Well, not that I know of either. I just
Yeah,
go
I'm
on
like, man,
Google.
I said, I don't
Rock
trust that.
Auto?
You know, because I was looking for that. I put in what I was looking for.
That's like
Fuel
you were
injection.
on the wrong website.
No, I don't know, but I didn't trust what I saw, and they wanted me to enable this, and
Only thing I ever go on is the mobile sites. All I ever go on.
okay. Let me do this.
But yeah, I'll show you this other ratchet I bought. I bought this quarter drive too. It's a quarter drive, locking flex head, and it's like I'm thinking it's a 90 tooth. I'm not sure, but it's pretty fine.
Yeah,
Wow.
I thought I heard you say 108 earlier.
$11. No, this is the quarter drive. The 3/8. The 3/8 is 108 tooth.
Oh, okay.
This is quarter drive, which I think is 90 tooth. I think, or might be 72 tooth. $11 for a quarter drive.
That's not bad.
And I've already used the piss out of it already.
Okay, I'm on rockauto.com. Let me look up, okay, Chevrolet. All right. And I'm on the left-hand side here with the parts catalog, okay? 2007. Okay, Silverado 1500. 5.3 V8. Part number or part type. Let me see. Engine, drivetrain, cooling.
Probably in fuel. Fuel.
Fuel and air. Yeah, there we go. Let me see. Throttle body. Now this is a Vortex. Injector, fuel line, fuel injector. Okay. I'm looking for the whole spider.
That's the ones that clip into the head, right?
And they're painting too.
They're like they're plastic tubes with little fingers on the end with the injector.
Yeah, the injector's on the end, and it has that little bitty clip on it.
Yep.
Right.
You know? And this is the one without the wire. The newer ones are the one with the wire and that little solenoid on the end of it. Okay, yeah, you see, this is not asking me for that extension for some reason.
Yeah,
okay.
I've never seen that.
You might have been on a different website.
No, I was on Rock Auto. I remember that.
Okay, you know how you find their tools?
Hey Scott, Blake wants to know how you're coming along with the frame.
Oh, he wants to know how I'm coming on the frame?
Hey Scott, did you see what Blake asked? Yeah.
There it is. Can you see it?
Wait, I'm doing something here. Hold on one sec. Oh, I thought y'all were talking to me.
Well, I was going to talk to you.
Nah.
You know how to find your tools on there?
Yeah, go in the tool section.
Yeah, can you find it? Then go into garage equipment. There's in the garage equipment. That's where their ratchets and sockets and everything are at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, every time I order parts from them, I try to find a tool that I can order too that'll come with. You got to watch your shipping, because they ship from all over the country.
Yeah.
So I kind of go in.
Right.
You were on Brandon's stream Saturday, I think, and you were talking about that because I seen that ratchet. Didn't you buy the set or just that one?
No, I bought from Rock Auto. I bought the two that I just showed.
Yeah,
right.
Right, correct.
You're thinking about the one set I was talking about, my quarter drive set. This set right here.
They were still in the pack. The ones you showed were still in the pack, in the package.
Oh. Wonder what them were. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was about a week and a half ago.
Oh, you know what I showed?
Well, anyway, we got Johnny's truck running. Well, we didn't. It was something that he did. It was the gasket, that thick O-ring gasket that goes where the crab goes down at, the spider goes down at.
Yeah, the plenum.
On the plenum.
Yeah.
One side of it was a little lower, so it was sucking air in there.
Maybe he was thinking about this thing I showed.
No, not that one. No, not that one. No, it was a long pack. I think they had 2 or 3 ratchets in it. They were long enough. I thought they were breaker bars at first.
Must not been me because I don't have that. I don't remember that. Must have been somebody else.
I thought it was you because it came from Rock Auto, and you were talking about how you had ordered some stuff, and you went on ahead and put that in for the same shipping price to save on shipping.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was still. Maybe that ratchet was still in the package. Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I've bought a few tools from them. I got
Scott,
got a set of picks.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, I was going to tell you, I wound up getting me, picked up something over at Walmart Saturday, and Cajun, he knows all about using those, a little ultrasonic cleaner. When you go to clean carburetors with small engines, how you have the needle and seats and, you know, all your jets and everything, how small they are.
Yeah.
So everybody goes and gets one of those little those round tea bag holders. I got me one.
Oh. All we got is an old jug of carburetor cleaner. That's an old jug of carburetor cleaner right there.
Yeah, we had that in the shop one time. Well, Johnny put his whole arm in there. Something fell out. Yeah, those little tea bag thing. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, that stuff will eat your dang skin off.
Yeah, he lost a little bit of hair, Johnny. His skin was red from his elbow on down. He had to reach in there to find the lost part.
Well, when I was a little kid, see, I've been out here in the shop since I was a kid. So I was just little, and I was playing in the goddamn carburetor cleaner once. I splashed it on my pants. And after a bit, my legs started burning. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I was sitting there picking at my pants. And Dad was like, what's wrong with you? I said, I don't know. My freaking legs are burning up. And he looked at me. He said, you splashed that carburetor cleaner on you, didn't you? I was like, I don't know, I guess. Is that carburetor cleaner burning my fucking legs up?
Yeah. You see, we use that.
I was just a little kid.
We use that tea basket, tea bag basket, and the ultrasonic cleaner at the big shop. I call it the big shop because I got a shop at the house. No, a tea bag basket. Get them at Walmart for $1 or $2.
Oh.
And you put your small parts in there, like your little carburetor jets and stuff like that.
Shit, I've been using carburetor cleaner since I was a kid.
Yeah, well, we use an ultrasonic cleaner.
Yeah,
because, you know, we deal with a lot of oddboard. We deal with a lot of oddboard motors, and man, that stuff's nasty when they bring it in. Put it that way, the carburetors and all that, and they old, and that's a good size ultrasonic cleaner. That's the Harbor Freight version. They were on sale a while back for $59.
Wow.
$59.
Wow.
And I think we paid either $69 or $79 for hours. Probably $69.
I'm gonna have to get that because that carburetor.
That's what I think.
Them ultrasonic cleaners, look, with the small engine carburetors like they are nowadays, or whatever. Look, you get that action, that pulsating action going on in there, and you use 50/50 with that awesome. You buy at the dollar store, half gallons, $3, $2.99. Mater, he found a gallon of it somewhere for $4. You know, so I mean that's even a better deal. But you mix it 50/50, and that ultrasonic cleaner will make anything come out looking brand new. And it gets all up. It gets up into the idle circuits on them Walbro carburetors, on those 15 horse, 11 to 15, 16 horse single cylinder Briggs and Stratton. You pop out that Welch plug. I pop the Welch plugs out. I do, because I'm a true technician. I'm not gonna be fighting a carburetor for a whole day. I'm gonna pop that Welch plug out and then throw any Welch plug that's on the outside of the carburetor or inside. I'm popping those off because they come in the kit, okay? And it don't take that long, 2 seconds to pop one off, 2 seconds to put one on, back on. You throw that in that ultrasonic cleaner, and those idle circuits, those little tiny, tiny holes in them idle circuits will get cleaned.
Yeah, I'll have to get invested in that. That carburetor cleaner is getting hard to find. You can't find that stuff anymore.
Yeah, the true blue carburetor cleaner from years ago. I'm talking about years ago. I'm not talking about the what is that? Kim 12, Kim 10, B Kim B or whatever.
Yeah.
You buy it at like O'Reilly's for $40 $30 a gallon, and it got a little basket in it. You know, I ain't talking about that one. I'm talking about the carburetor cleaner in a gallon can from 30 years ago. When I had my first lawnmower shop, I was a Briggs and Stratton dealer, and you were showing all those old service manuals off earlier on your bookshelf.
Yeah.
Well, I had the Briggs and Strattons, the big look. If you laid them down, they were that thick, or you could expand them, contract them, whatever. And they had that on the spline of the book. That spline, you lock that into a parts book holder. Those big aluminum parts racks, like you go the old days, you go to the parts houses. Hey, we still have a parts house over here that still have those aluminum racks. I have one at the old shop.
Well, see, that's my dad. We still have the old parts books in here that come out of them.
Yeah,
that's what all these are from. All these are got the got the dots in them.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the big wide ones. They have a metal part on the back of them, and you pop that onto that aluminum rack, and they don't move.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but that's what these came from the parts store. Oh, you want to see nice? You want to see some old manuals?
There you go. You see, we old school at the shop. Okay, at the shop for the oddboards, we still have a microfiche. You know what a microfiche is?
Wow, that is old.
Yeah. We have all that.
That's definitely some old school.
The Mercury oddboard engines, Johnson, Evinrude, all that old stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see the back of that. Let me see the back of it. The spline. Doesn't that lock? Okay, I thought that was a piece of metal. Never mind.
No, it's not metal. It's that's what I was thinking this was, but it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Well, those there, you can still put those in that book rack, and then you can look up either the part number. Then, like when you went to a parts house, they had that huge aluminum book rack. They looked up your part number, then they looked up something else, then they looked up the price.
1978.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah.
There's some old stuff. This is old stuff here.
Yeah. And that's how we are at the big shop for the onboard engines. But now, since I don't have my my Briggs books anymore, all my service manuals, I just looked that up on the computer.
Well, see, we used to have a guy that come around. There was Seifert and Hasselman and Quapman, Pellemeyer, and they were in Lima. Lima's a 30-minute drive from here. Well, Dad had a little pad right here. He's got his little his pen holder here, pencil holder, and he had a notepad. He hung right here. Once a week, them guys would stop by here, and Dad would have everything, every part number wrote down in his little notepad. They'd come around and take the notes out of his pad, and then they'd go back, and then they'd ship them over to him. They'd come like twice a week, I think it was. That's how we did it. We didn't go to a parts store. The parts store came to us.
Yep.
And that's the reason why he had all these books, because he could automatically look up the parts numbers and everything, had them all wrote down, and the guys would stop by and write them down and ship them over to him.
That's an easy way of doing it.
Oh, yeah. Hey, talk about fans. You know what my dad made a fan out of?
What's that?
Can you see that?
Squirrel cage.
Oh, yeah.
Old
It
squirrel
still
cage.
works. I use it.
I have a
That's some air for sure.
That thing will move some air. That thing moves air.
I have one in my house. It's not set up like that with the motor on top, with the pulley. The motor's built in. It's from a HVAC unit, home air conditioning.
Yeah.
Those things will move the air for sure. I want to
Yes,
get
they
one of
will.
those out here.
We had an old oil burner furnace back here because if you can see it right there where it went through the ceiling. Well, there was an old oil furnace back here. And then in the wintertime, we'd run that fan in the wintertime because it'd blow all the hot air off of the furnace into the garage.
Yep.
So when I got that, I bought that air compressor here this last year. We had to move the oil furnace out. Old oil furnace wasn't no good no more. So I had to make room for the air compressor.
Yep.
Yeah, I have one of them in my house. Man, that sucker moves the air from my living room because we got a good sized air conditioner in the living room, and it blows all that cold air. I got it all the way to the end of my house on the other side of the living room, and it blows all that cold air in the kitchen. Man.
Well, just you see where I've got that parked at right there.
Yeah.
This garage is 25 feet deep. I could stand there at the door and feel the air pushing off that thing.
You need that too, especially in the summertime.
Yep.
Oh yeah. It stays pretty cool here in the shop in the summertime. I get that thing running, and I stand right here. I can get cooled off when I'm doing this project here. I stand right here in front of the fan. But that thing will move some serious air.
It will.
Yeah. But I'm going to shut this down. It's going on 11 o'clock, and I need to get in there, and I got to take me a shower and everything before I get to bed, because I know Crystal, she don't want me snuggling up next to her with all this mosquito repellent on me.
Yeah.
I need to be repelling her.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha.
I want to keep the bugs away. I don't want to keep her away from me.
Don't blame you.
Hey, Adrian, Scott, appreciate you guys coming up. Of course, you know how we had Ed on earlier. So, y'all going to say goodbyes?
Yeah. See you all later.
All right, everybody.
Bye.
As always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later.
I love that. I love that saying.
Use it.
Yep.
Use it.
Love, peace, and crackling grease.
That's it.
That's good.
Yep.
All right. Have a good one.
Yep. Catch y'all later.
Yep. Like I said, hey, I appreciate you guys for being up on panel. Of course, had Blake, 710. Of course, Steven, Brandon. I know he was on earlier, but of course, I know Crystal. I'll see her in a few minutes. But like I said, I appreciate everybody stopping by. I know I didn't give notice tonight. That's because I'm taking off Friday, so in 4 days I got to try to get in as many hours I can at work, because I'm taking off Friday, and that's not going to be paid, but Monday and Tuesday is going to be a holiday pay or vacation pay for me. So, yeah, I got to try and get as many hours I can this week. So,
Well, take
and
care.
on top of that, so, all right, until next time, everybody, y'all have a blessed night, and I'll see y'all next time. Y'all take care. Bye.
Good night.